Now that you know the first exercise to prevent tearing, the pelvic floor release breathing, we can move on to the second exercise. This exercise is working on tension that may be hidden in the pelvic floor. As we discussed, the pelvic floor expands and lengthens to allow baby to descend during labor and birth. It actually stretches 3 times its normal length to allow baby enough space to come out. But if there is any tension, just like any other muscle in the body, these muscles and tissues are going to have a hard time stretching. But you can start to stretch the pelvic floor and get rid of any tension that may prevent this from happening. We do this by sitting on a towel. I'm going to demonstrate with my pelvis first. So what you can do is take a regular hand towel. If you want to explore using a larger towel, you're welcome to do that. You roll it up. And then what you want to do is you want to sit on a comfortable surface, not something that's going to be too squishy, but you also may not want it to be too firm in the very beginning either. And you would sit with the towel being between your sit bones and running from the front to the back. So now I'm going to demonstrate how it may look under your pelvis. So I roll up a towel. And if I was going to sit on the floor, I may put something like a blanket or a yoga mat on the floor so it's not as firm to begin with, so that I know what my body's going to react to. And then I'm going to sit. So I'm going to stretch my legs out so you can see. Okay, so now I'm sitting. The towel is between my sit bones on either side, and it runs from the front of the pubic bone to the back at the tailbone. So once you have the towel placed, use your pelvic floor release breathing. So you inhale slowly through your nose, feeling the downward movement of the pelvic floor. Gently exhaling out your mouth, allowing the pelvic floor to gradually move back to its regular state. And as you go through this breathing cycle, you pay attention to how it feels to sit on this towel. Are you clenching against it? Are you able to soften and release around it? You can start with sitting on the towel for 20 seconds, but you want to be able to work up to 1 to 2 minutes at a time. And you want to be looking for a sensation of melting or letting go of tension. And you can use your breath and you can use imagery. You can imagine butter melting over a corn on the cob. You can imagine a wave of release as you sit on the towel. Once you've reached the length of time that you are aiming for, you can come off of the towel and sit again and see, what does it feel like? Do you feel that release without the towel there? Do you feel more tight? What's going on in the pelvic floor after that release? Hopefully, what you feel is more of a sense of calm and relaxation in the pelvic floor.